Here we go again. One more again. Go messing with it, just don't get their way down here. That's why I wrote this track and I titled it Break the Wall. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Nah, no raps, no raps. No raps, no raps. I know y'all feeding for it. Give it to me, say rap. I'm just playing, man. You guys know how I do. You know how I do on Friday. The end of another week in the markets, baby. You know, usually on Fridays, everybody like turned up, hype. Yeah, baby, it's Friday. Let's go. Let's go. It's not like that in Forex, man. It's like, ah, damn. Because, you know, you like on a 24/7 high, like knowing that any given moment it could pop off and that bank could get another, you know, a little bit more money in it. Money in the bank, you know? So on Fridays, it's like a downer almost. It's like, okay, well, let me get ready for the weekend. Spend some quality time with the fam, go hang out, do a little something, something. But guys, you stay in this game long enough. And some of you, I can see you already got that bug. Fridays is going to be like cloudy days. It's going to be like, oh, man. Even on the weekends when you're chilling, you're going to accidentally look at your MT4 like, oh, let me check. Oh, it's right. The market is closed. You know? It's going to take you a little while to get used to it, but you're going to get that bug, man. You're going to be like fiending. Oh, I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. Yeah. So, the end of week 12. Let me set up my notes here. Little something I was working on. You know, I mess around a little bit. Just a little something in my free time. So yeah, we come to the end of another week in the markets, and what an interesting week. We closed out this week with 272 pips. Salute to you guys who were able to keep up and manage your accounts based off of the signals and catch those pips. Now, I know there was like one or two calls that probably we closed out on this week that some of you were not in the signals channel when we posted that signal. That's going to happen. That's always going to happen as we get new people. The newest people are obviously not going to be able to take advantage of all of the current ongoing signals. As you guys notice, the way we trade, we don't worry about necessarily closing out a position at the end of the day, not even at the end of the week. We close that position when we seeing some blue, when it's blue chips, baby. Now, there have been times in the past that we've closed out negative positions, but for the most part, we know that we can manage those trades back into profits one way or the other, whether it's dollar cost averaging. You see how we add positions? That's all designed to put comfort on that original position, because when the market starts going back in that direction, it's literally cutting down your negative or your negative position. Is cutting it in an exponential way. Because one is cutting it as the market is going back towards your original entry. Second is cutting it because the second position you had is also gaining profits on the move. So the original position is literally going down as far as the negative is concerned, and the second position is going up in profits. As you see how we managed the UJ today. I probably got out that UJ a little bit too early, man, and went up another 15, 20 pips. Now, I heard some of you guys like Fumi wasn't able to catch the third position. But if you would have caught the third position, you know you came out of that UJ with a little something at the end of this week before we go into next week looking for that breakout. And it act like you wanted to break out at like the last freaking quarter of the week. Like, really? You want to break out now? We've been waiting all week. And we've been patiently waiting. And, you know, guys, there are different strategies, different ways to trade. You got something called scalpers, and they're like in it, like right there watching the computer, and they might jump in a position now, 15, 20 minutes later, as soon as it goes in the profits, 10, 15 pips, 20 pips, even 5 pips, they'll snatch those profits. And then wait for it to go back. When it goes up, boom, snatch profits. Go back down, snatch profits, and then just keep snatching profits. A lot of times this is done with a higher lot size because you want to get the maximum bang for your minimum amount of time that you're going to be in that trade. Okay? Then you have intraday trading where you're in a trade and you pretty much look to get out of that trade within the 12 hours or, you know, or so within that day. So you play the game like that. Then you have what they call is long-term trading, where you get in a trade and some guys, they won't close that trade for weeks. Maybe even play the game for months, depending on how you catch your entry and depending on what the market is doing. So what we have here on the Highway to Freedom with the signals, especially if you guys saw this week, there were plenty of times where we could have grabbed profits on the EUR USD. Yesterday it went down from our third position over 35 pips. Over 35 pips. And our second position was in profits, maybe about 10 pips. So yeah, we could have grabbed that. Looking back in hindsight, I kind of wish, man, I would have grabbed it for us or posted that signal, because as we noticed, EUR USD went right up back to the original third entry and went above us a little bit more with the fundamental environment of the market today. We had high alert news that came out, and we had Trump, this mess they got going on with the healthcare bill. And anytime he opens his mouth, you guys will find out and realize that it affects the market. It makes the market kind of jump. Notice at the end of the trading day today, how UJ was acting. That thing was just like bouncing all over the place. I know it had some of you scared. I got one text. Shane, how far do you think that UJ is gonna go down? I'm not laughing at you guys, because I understand the emotions that must play a part of your trading now, especially when you're following signals and you're learning. So you don't know all the details. You don't see support that I'm looking at. You don't have pivot points on your chart and different things of that nature. You're not really got that Heikin-Nashi set up yet. So it can probably be a little nerve-wracking. But, you know, as we see, it did bounce off of that area and went back up for over 50-something pips at the end of the trading session today. We grabbed, from the third signal, we grabbed about 10 pips off of that, and we have two more trades in play. And that price is crossed over a major EMA on the 15-minute chart, another signal saying that it's ready to take it to the long side. So I'm really looking forward to that UJ playing long next week off of the action of today, off of it saying, okay, it's ready to break out. We know it's going to break out. The only thing that we don't know is when these trades are going to break out. We have a great bias that is breaking to the long side because it's so exhausted to be short side. And as you guys grow with us, we will be giving you tools actually that can help you see when the market is oversold or overbroad or exhausted in a certain area due for a turnaround. Okay, so yeah, definitely looking forward to UJ shoot up in the profits next week. I'm looking forward to the EU falling next week. A lot of the EUR trades that we've been in for a couple of weeks now. Some of you guys are in them, EUR GBP, EUR CHF. We noticed this week the downward momentum that's picking up on those EUR pairs. And we were able to catch some pips off of those pairs. Let me see. EUR NZD, we caught some pips off. We caught some pips early in the week off of EUR CHF. We even caught some pips off of EUR GBP. But it was one of those weeks in the market, I'm just going to tell you like it is, the market was consolidating. So it wasn't breaking out. It'll go up a little bit, then back down a little. Up, it's teasing you. And I hate those type of weeks because you don't know whether to take the profits or stay in there, because the minute you take the profits, the damn thing runs another 60, 70, 80, 100 pips. So being that I said, you know, the direction we're going is that long-term direction anyway, I decided to just hang in there and play the patient game. Now, there was a lot more money to be made if we would have did like a little bit of the intraday and maybe some scalps here and there. Not scalp, but intraday trades, like could have got the 30-something pips on the EUR at USD drop. USD JPY went up 50, 60 pips a couple times in a week before it dropped back down. So I'm saying all this to say, and I'm breaking it down thoroughly in such a way for you, is because with these signals, you guys will learn how to develop your own trading strategy. For example, some guys don't like to be in a trade for too long. Their nerves and their emotions just racking them. It's like, oh God, what do Do I take it or not? Come on, Forex. Come on, Forex. Come on, baby. And so your nerves is playing havoc on you. So you kind of want to be in the trade. As soon as you see some blue, you might see 20, 30 pips in profit. You want to take those profits. And then if it goes back down, you can get another position. And that's okay to do. And there's some of you who do that. Like I noticed Lawrence this week, before we'd even close out the USD SEK trade, he had grabbed profits on it. I think when it went back down, he added another position. My boy King Aziz been rocking with us for about 5 or 6 weeks. He's already learning how to, like, hey, even if Shane don't call the signal to close the trade, this profits, I don't mind putting it in my bank right now, and I can always get back in the position. So I see that he takes profits from time to time. And there's some other of you guys that I know that's been trading with us for a little while, veterans in the game, like a Lottie Dottie who I talked to. Jordan does some of his own things. He's been with us for like day one. These guys use those signals. They trade the signals, but either one, they may wait before they get in the signal just to see if the market is going to push back some more. And as you notice, guys, a lot of the trades that we take before they go into blue, they go into red. Some more than others. Now, with the lot size that we use, you shouldn't be worried unless I'm putting like a lot of trades in there. Another thing you could do is learn, especially the more money you have in your account, is you don't necessarily have to take the exact lot size that's illustrated in the signal channel. You can always take a lot that's even smaller, half of that or whatever the case, especially if you got like $1,000. Let's say you want to take, instead of a 10-cent lot, you can take the 5-cent lot. You got $1,000 because you're taking like 15, 16, 18, 20 trades. You got 20 trades open, and you want to be able to take all those trades comfortably. So yeah, normally you would have taken a 10, but being that you're going to take multiple trades, you start taking like a 5-cent. I have an account that I've been building from $137 at the start of this year. I did it for the purposes of proving that, one, our P390 Forex system works. And I just wanted to be able to say what I'm showing people can be done. And it can be done from like $100 account. So I separated some money and did a separate account for the one with $100. And so I got that account up to a little over $2,000 now in the last 10 weeks. A little over $2,000. 7 days ahead of what I should be for the P390 Forex system, the pathway to predictable profits. 7 days in advance. And so I'm saying all of that to say that the system works. If you're using the right lot size, and it's okay to have multiple trades like that going on. And we understand a lot of times your positions are in the red. It's okay. That's normal with our trading strategy. But over time, with patience, control of your nerves, don't being too greedy, maybe even taking some of the profits before we even close them out, before we even wait for the big bang out boom. It just depends on the environment of the market. And the thing is, nobody has a crystal ball to know exactly when it's going to break out a different, whatever the third. But these little things that you can just keep hanging in there, speaking with your sponsors, throwing questions in the group when you feel like you might be in trouble or you get a little nervous, shout it out in the group so that we can explain what's going on, or help you out, or maybe we do a little something different, or maybe there are some things and tweaks with our system that could be made, little minor things, especially like the way sometimes I start slinging. What's the word I use this week? Gunslinging. I start gunslinging, and I'm throwing trade after trade after trade in the group. I'm adding 2 and 3 positions on trade. I get like that sometimes when I see the breakout is due and the market is really, really, really stretching itself, but it's really trying to go in the opposite way. I do that sometimes. But I do it, and I'm thinking like, is this too many trades for the group? What are their marginal percentage? There's a person with a smaller account, can they handle that many trades at once? Little things like that I have to guess. I have to guess these things. So what I would like you guys to start doing, for one, on a weekly basis, even daily basis, I know a lot of you do, you should be talking with your senior sponsor. So that could be like a Lawrence who's done some recruiting here, a Kerwin who's done some recruiting. Earl done some recruiting here. And myself, you know, find a way to reach out. Whether it's via Telegram, you can send a message in the group, of course, or a private message. I know some of you send me private messages. I understand that, you know, you don't want to put it all out there on the line. Nobody else going through what I'm going through, only me. Nah, that's why I encourage you to put it in the group, because there's a lot of people going through what you're going through. But a lot of people don't want, you know, they're a little nervous, I guess, or shy or intimidated. I don't know. But hey, though a private message or in the group, a phone call, you know, whatever it takes. And let's see where you are. Let's see where you stand. It is Friday, and always on Friday I say, use your weekends wisely and study your craft. Also, I got to add this, use your weekend wisely and backtrack what happened the week before based off of the P390 Forex system. Do that with your sponsor so you can have somebody to help hold you accountable and help, you know, if you're not hitting your goals, or if you are superseding your goals, or whatever the case might be, you have somebody to bounce off with. So if we have to make adjustments, because this is life, this is any system, anything. Sometimes you have to make a little tweak, a little adjustment, or whatever the case. That's okay. But at least get to your sponsor, then probably your sponsor can even get to me. Because, you know, being the main source of calling the signals, I really like to know what's going on. I like to know that, okay, their margin level percentage is good, especially when I know we pushing the envelope a little bit. Sometimes we push it. I like to know, okay, the crew is all right, the team is all right, we still eating. Nobody blowing accounts. That's the last thing I want to hear about is somebody blowing an account or anything like that. And I know it's a team effort. We're feeding off of each other. You guys are feeding off the signals I put in there. And I have to feed off of the results that you get to know exactly if I'm, you know, slinging that gun too hard, or I need to slow it down, or whatever, if it's just right, or whatever the case might be. That feedback is going to be important as we continue to build this system for the public that we've been pushing for 10 weeks. The great thing about it, though, we know our strategy worked, because over the last 10 weeks, we've closed out a total of 3,917 pips, averaging 391 pips, which makes that about 140-something pips over what we need to double our accounts on a monthly basis. We know we need 250 pips weekly to hit that P390 Forex goal, that 5% a day, 25% a week, 100% a month. So we need to be hitting about 250 pips. Well, we're averaging over that, 391 still in all. This week, like I said, we took 272. It is what it is. And we have a total of 3,900 over the last 10 weeks. And we've taken 2 trades for losses over those 10 weeks for a total of 33 pips. So we know it works. We know we got it. You know, and that is what it is. All right. So I just wanted to take the time to express myself in regards to the signals, so you guys can kind of feel me out, know my mindset when it comes to calling them for the team, and sending out a plea to you to give me some feedback, or your sponsor some feedback as well, to make sure that we are on the right page, on the right path, despite the adversity that we will be in from time to time. Yes, your accounts will have a list of red pairs on it from time to time. That will happen. It is normal. It's happening to my trade account too. You're not the only one, all right? But get used to it, get comfortable with it, because when those trades go into profits, it feels even that much better, okay? And we're doing it in a way that allows us to stare adversity in the face and take advantage of it with the multiple positions that we take on trades. All right? All right, cool. So that's that. On some other news, and like I say, guys, very, very, very important. Get with your sponsor. If I sponsored you, it's a few of you out there, please call me this weekend. Call me. Call me. Let's talk about the P390 Forex system and where you are. Now, I know a lot of you guys are demoing your accounts right now, but especially when you go live, it's very important to have that weekly talk with someone to make sure you're hitting your goals. Even if you're hitting the goals or whatever, if you're having a great, you still need to talk and say, okay, Shane, I hit my goal for the week. I got 25%. I earned 30%. I earned 40%, 20%, whatever. I got a little worried at this point in time, Shane, when this happened, but I see we're okay now because you explained this, blah, 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 blah. So the more I can feel what you're going through, the more I can, just we all can be on one accord, all right? And I said that like 3 times, right? But I can't emphasize that enough. The fact of bouncing off with your sponsor or anybody that you feel that you want to bounce on. It doesn't necessarily have to be your sponsor, but anybody that you feel can help you stay focused on the pathway to predictable profits. Because we already got it, but that's going to be the next key, is to stay focused on it. Stay focused. Because it might seem like 60 days, 30 days, 90 days might be a long ways off right now. But that time goes by really quick. And by staying focused, you can take that $200 and have it to over $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 in the next 60 days, the next 90 days. That's what's going on here. In 10 weeks, I took mine $137 to over $2,000 in 10 weeks. I have another account that's a little bit larger. That's a whole nother level, but that one I've been building for a little while now. But the one that I did based off of our signal channel starting 10 weeks ago, so I can make sure the system works for everybody, is a little over 2,000. And there are some other testimonials that we have out here, the same nature. All right, they're growing those accounts because I see them. King Aziz, shout out to you, my brother. Kerwin, shout out to you. Ivan, I think you're doing your thing. I haven't seen your account, but I hear from Kerwin and things like that, you're doing it. Who else? Who else we got out here? Shout out to Miss, I'm gonna call her Fumi. Doing the thing, coming in live action, first week, ain't playing around. Taking no prisoners. I'm in the game. She jumped it all in. Beat first. She's gonna go far. Proud of you. And there's a lot of other you guys. Mark, Reynaldo, Ronald, Reynaldo. We got a Reynaldo. We got a Ronaldo. All of you guys that's just doing it, man. Neil, I see you out there, brother. Keep at it. Keep fighting. Keep going. And you're gonna get there. All right. So, a couple things I just wanted to run down. Get to talking. Just shut up, Shane. Couple things I want to run down, guys. We keep expanding. We keep making our platform and our structure just tighter and tighter and tighter. And a lot of the things I've been saying, your growth here is going to be based off how you start. So that's why, as leaders, we take the time to do these Fridays where I can just kick it with you, as just let you know what's going on, where we at, so you can kind of get a feel for who I am and what I'm about when it comes to Forex trading and things like that. All right? Because it's important how we start, how we onboard, and we're still in the starting stages of this public opportunity with the Highway to Freedom. So what we've done now, because as you guys noticed when you started, everything that you needed, your sponsor basically probably texted you, said, here's the Telegram, here's where you go to open your Trader's Way. Then they text you something else. Here's where you do this. They sent you something else. They sent you. So you got things in pieces. What we've done now, we've created a document, a website, a document you could say, called the First 72. Within the First 72, it gives you a breakdown of everything that you as a new member should be doing and focusing on in the first 72 hours. Included with all the links. Now check it out. I got it right here. I got it. Let me see here. All right. Here we go. Boom. And so as you can see, I'm just going to give you guys a little quick rundown. The first 72, H2F first, what to do in your first 72 hours. So when you get a chance, you can go to highwaytofreedom.info, highwaytofreedom.info, and check it out. It breaks everything down from the welcome call to what you should be doing after opportunity overview webinar on Sunday nights, the joining process, all of the links that you should have, the YouTube channel, the Facebook group, the Telegram chat group, babypips.com, Daily FX, the news and calendar updates website that we use. All of those links are right there. All you have to do is go to highwaytofreedom.info. And if you don't have one of these links, or you're not connected in some kind of form or fashion, all you have to do is click there. More importantly, for you, those of you who are going to decide to recruit and invite other folks to the opportunity, now, instead of giving them things in bits and pieces, all you have to do once they decide that they're ready to make it happen with us is send them to highwaytofreedom.info. It walks them all the way through. Even if they have a problem with signing up with National Wealth Center, they can go to highwaytofreedom.com, which breaks down the sign-up process, which is a link right there to go take them there as well. So basically, it's making it very seamless for everyone. Very smooth, the sign-up process when you have a document like this. When it's time to create a demo account, there's a link. Boom. Click here for the Traders Way demo account. All they have to do is click there, and it'll take them to that demo account. The P390 system, it talks about what the P390 system is and the magic and the power of it, and how each of us should be using it and working with our sponsor as we use it to help get us to the places that we're trying to go. That accountability partner, I keep talking about your sponsor, your sponsor, your sponsor, but that accountability partner is crucial when it comes towards gaining success and working toward a goal. You can't do it by yourself. That's why we always talk about one team, one dream, and we mean that. We have to do it together. And we have to take the good and we have to take the better. We have to take it all in one and deal with it, tackle it, and keep moving forward, okay? But the P390 which is one of the staples of our opportunity, talks about that right there and the way you should be executing. All right, as we move down, step 5, your live account. Click for the Traders Way live account. All they have to do is click there. Once they click there, they will automatically be connected to Traders Way with the H2F connection, which gives them access directly with our guy Adam at Traders Way. So if there are any issues that may arise, you have a way to talk with somebody at Traders Way. Because it is an offshore account, and I don't know a lot of us that want to make those international phone calls like that, you know, on your bill or whatever. So a lot of times you find yourself emailing them and having to wait. But hey, we got a guy that we talk to him directly, and he takes care of our issues for us. All right. So that's that. All right. Step 6, the entourage. Some of you will get to a point and you want to know how to create a free membership. You want to know how to fully turn on the other 2 income faucets to the highway to freedom. And you're going to want to know how to cut your customized P390 Forex 90-day goal in half. So instead of 90 days, making that 45 days. So some of you are going to have those questions. There is a section there. And when you're ready for that, we deal with it. Because as you go down this list, your sponsors are, again, going to be working with you. So when you're ready for those levels, boom. Step 7, the Quad Squad. Congratulations to Mr. Kerwin. Spang Boogie. Congratulations to him. He was officially inducted into our Quad Squad this week. Basically, a member gains access to the Quad Squad by becoming a, what's the word I'm looking for? Becoming a qualified on the $100 wealth creation level of National Wealth Center. Basically meaning you recruited 4 people. And Kerwin definitely has recruited well over 4 people. He's recruited a lot more people than 4. But we're only saying everybody recruit their 4, and this opportunity will blow up. It will explode. The residual side of the opportunity will explode for everyone if everybody had simply their 4. And they get their 4, and they get their 4, and they get their 4, and they get their 4. So as an incentive, we do have the Quad Squad. And as we come in the Quad Squad, you're going to receive $100 from your sponsor to place in your investment account to give your P390 Forex goals a jump, a lift, a shot in the butt. All right? So Quad Squad, you know, when you're ready for the Quad Squad, it's there for you. And last but not least, the pinnacle of a Highway to Freedom member is to become a continental member, as we can see here. A member becomes a continental member once he or she has at least $1,500 in an investment account and is also a member of the Quad Squad. The benefits of becoming a continental member on the Highway to Freedom as follows. Exclusive signals on commodity and exotic pairs, which that be gold, oil. You know, these pairs, some of us trade. I don't call signals on them because I know a lot of us are demoing it, and a lot of us don't have the $1,500 in our investment account yet. Not that you can't put it in there, but like we always say, we'd rather you start small and build it up so you're always playing with house money. But nonetheless, once you have $1,500 in an investment account, you will receive exclusive signals on commodity and exotic pairs. You will also receive the Trade Dynamic Indicator for free, which is a $400 value. So a lot of you say, man, how does Shane know when the market is exhausted to the low side or it's exhausted to the high side? How does he know when the market is oversold or overbought? Well, the Trade Dynamic Indicator is a tool that you basically download onto your MT4 platform, and it shows you, based on certain parameters, when the market is exhausted low, and 85, 90, 95% of the time is going to turn around from that area, and it shows you when the market is exhausted high, and 90 to 95% of that chance is going to turn down from that area. So all Continental members will receive that for free. If you want it now, you can pay for it $400. Become a Continental member, you get it for free. And we also have an advanced course that Continental members will have privy to on the art of taking signals. For example, I will be teaching you guys the gravy train strategy. Basically, the gravy train is basically closing out a portion of your profits, moving your stop loss to break even, and letting the rest run. For example, we took a EUR GBP trade this week, and we closed it out at 20 pips profit. The thing ended up running another 55 pips, 75 pips, 80 pips. Now, what we could have done is closed out, let's say 50% of the trade at the 20 pips, move our stop loss to break even, and then let the rest ride. Free trade, because even if it comes back and hit our stop loss, we don't lose anything because the stop loss is at break even, and you still take the 20 pips. But in that case where it ran 75, 55, 60 more pips, we would have still got that amount of pips without even thinking about the trade, because it had been gravy on the biscuit, gravy on the rice, gravy on your meatloaf, however you like your gravy. It would have been gravy, and it would have been a train that we just let ride out. All right? So I will be teaching that strategy. Also, I'll be doing more training on the multiple time frame analysis strategy. How am I using the D1 chart, the 4-hour chart, the H1 chart, 15? How am I looking at all these charts to make my decisions in the market? I know a lot of you guys want it right now. Say, man, let's do those courses now. Hey, we can do it whenever you're ready. Become a Continental member, and I'll take out my time to do these Zooms at another night in the week to teach you guys that thing. But you got to show that, you know, anyway, Continental members, that's what's going to be available for you. Like I say, simply get 4 and have your $1,500 in investment account, and you are a Continental member. So I hope you guys like the little things that we put. I hope you like the structure that we've been adding as we go along, helping many earn plenty. I hope you guys see your pictures. Beautiful people out on the Highway to Freedom, man. Beautiful, beautiful people. Beautiful people. All right. So highwaytofreedom.info. All of this is broken down for everyone, for you, and for the folks that are going to be joining us in the future. Everything is right here. Man, I'm excited about this right here. And it gives you that ultimate pinnacle of where you could be looking ahead with the Highway to Freedom opportunity, okay? All right, so that's that. So as we transition out of another week in the markets, we're closing week 12. You know, we transition to the webinars, the opportunity webinar on Sunday night. We will be hosting again, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like we do every single Sunday. Some of you might have been on this last webinar. Oh, my computer froze up on me, man. I was so embarrassed. I was embarrassed. My computer froze up on me. We got through it. We did the damn thing nonetheless. And we will come back this week as well. So that's the easiest way. If you're looking to recruit, again, this opportunity is not all about recruit. That's not what it's about. But if you decide to take advantage of that, there is a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of money to be made residually without doing anything for it, but simply inviting and sharing and helping someone else have the same success that you're seeing. So one of the easiest ways to do that is not to go and try to explain and convince and beg and bribe people to join you. Please don't do that. We don't need anybody to join this with us. You don't need anybody. The Forex alone is going to make you financially free. We want other folks, but we don't need anybody. We're not desperate. I guarantee you, if everybody was to quit today, I would be okay. Lawrence would be okay. And anybody else who knows how to trade or is going to be okay. You know? That's not what we want, though. So let's don't, dwell on that too much. But still in all, this is how the attitude you have to have when it comes to inviting and sharing the opportunity with other folks. So instead of you trying to do all the explaining, it could be something as simple as piquing their interest with a simple question like, would you like to make money like the banks? They say yes. This Sunday, 9 p.m., you get them on the webinar. That's it. They like to make money like the banks? Yes, you would. Want to see how I'm making money like the banks? Join me, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for this webinar that we're having. Explains it all. All right? And let me, Lawrence, Femi, and the other leaders, we do the work for you. We do the work for you by explaining the opportunity and the benefits of it. And, take it from there. So we'll have that again this Sunday, 9 p.m., and following Monday will be the art of taking the signals. So once those people join on Sunday, they go right into the next night at the same time, 9 p.m., and learn how to take the signals so they can be on the fast track to making money in the Forex. Well, it's been real, guys. Another week in the markets, still gaining success, still winning in the game, despite all odds, still doing the damn thing on the highway to freedom. It's been real. Have a great weekend. See you at the top, baby.